Does Michael Tracey think Vaush like kidnapped him in the conversation? I want to just make sure that people don't like walk away with this thinking you're like you calling Vaush like a bully or a cyberbully or something.
But
Michael,
the factual historical record.
Michael. The statements you make are profoundly retarded. Michael, I am unwilling. Wait, Michael.
And you know, sort of a similar trick trying to pull to
Michael.
Do you think Vaush trapped you in some way or was wrong to you in that conversation you had with him? I did watch it.
Maybe trap is the wrong way of putting it. Like I had done a stream with Vaush, before 2020 actually, so I kind of knew his approach. But the way I reasoned it out to myself was that, you know, given what I perceived to be the gravity of the issues, that whatever apprehensions or whatever reservations I might have about his conduct of the conversation was probably still worth doing.
What did he engage in that was like not good though? What do you think he did?
Well, actually, I talked about it the following night. I did a whole, I mean, it wasn't quite as long as this stream, but it was like around 3 hours with Destiny, who had watched the Vaush stream, and then his viewers asked me if I wanted to come on the stream with him. I said, sure. I'm pretty open to doing streams or talking to anybody really, within reason. And I would just refer you to his critique of Vaush. I mean, I guess I don't want to throw good drama about it. It's not worth it. It's just that, you know, there's
I know, I just don't want after the fact to be like, oh,
I mean,
can I tell you why? Wait, let me just tell you why. I've been involved in enough Twitch dramas to know that it's best to be clear and cogent about what exactly you mean when talking about other people, because if not, things will be assumed that are worse than because people could think, oh, does Michael Tracey think Vaush like kidnapped him in the conversation? I want to just make sure that people don't like walk away with this thinking you're like you calling Vaush like a bully or a cyberbully or something.
Okay, I got it. That's actually sensible. Here's what I'll say. By the end of the conversation, Vaush accused me of being evil. He declared that he hated me. He asked me to take my shirt off, oddly.
Well, that could be a kind of a compliment. You don't know.
He charged. No, I don't think it was meant in a complimentary way.
Okay.
And most people don't need to see me with my shirt off. Let me assure you.
Gotcha.
He alleged that I don't believe anything I say, so meaning I'm just a chronic liar about literally everything. And he also said that I was pro-Hitler. Okay, so those were his conclusions.
What your official stance on Hitler is against, I assume.
Yeah, it's against.
Good to have it on record.
So if that is your takeaway, then I don't know. I just think that speaks for itself in terms of his approach to conversational ethics.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you had a chance to clarify, so people didn't say like you called him a cyberbully or something that you didn't. I just want to make sure that, you know, I don't want to be the means at which miscommunication happened. I like when communication is clear and concise. Thank you so much for coming on. Oh, did you want to say something else?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, he does like part of his tactic is to like stampede. Really, I mean, cyberbullying. No, I wouldn't use that term. That's sort of a ridiculous way of putting it. But it's sort of an approach to conversations that is very, I don't know, let's say ill-suited to actual fruitful exchange, and substantive exchange, because, you know, he made it all like weirdly personal and stuff, which is not what I'm into.
Do you think
anyway, but we don't have to go down that digression anymore.
One last question. I'm sorry, now I'm just curious. Do you think he treated you with deliberate malice during the conversation?
I don't know. I can't get in his head. I don't know that much about him. I only know about him in terms of firsthand experience based on the one stream that he invited me to do in 2020, and then the second one, you know, whenever that was, in October, I guess. Deliberate malice? I don't know. I even told him ahead of time, and I was sincere about it, that I want to, my intent is to stick to the substance, not to do any personal attacks, not to, get into weird gutter stuff. Like that's not generally not what I'm interested in. I wouldn't waste my time doing it if that was going to be, if that was like, that would just not be worth expending my time on.
Mm-hmm.
Or like mental resources.
How is this community?
So I told him that, and I don't know. It's just I don't know. What did you think?
I mean, obviously, I agreed more with him than I agreed with you. But I mean, that's like not a huge surprise. When it comes to like whether or not he treated you with malice, I think he got very. I'm trying to remember the specific instances. I'll take everything you said at face value. I think what as the conversation progressively went on, definitely what you could tell from his screaming of Michael, he was like saying it over and over. He was very, he felt like, I think he was fearing what you fear that you got, that he does, is like this, basically just steamrolling, like taking up all the time. You get to say everything you say like 20 things at once. He says one, then you say another 20 things at once. I think he was somewhat fearful of that, and that could have caused him to be more aggressive. I'd have to go back and check. I don't know if he treated you with deliberate malice, but I think he did treat you with maybe at least a smidgen of disdain, at the very least.
Well, and he didn't try to conceal that at all. He declared that he hates me. So, I mean,
do you hate Vaush?
No, I replied to him. I don't know. I mean, I said this on the stream. I said, well, I don't hate you. I mean, I'm not motivated by personal hatred of you. I mean, that's ridiculous. All I know of you is these snippets of online interaction. So, I mean, it would seem to reflect badly on me if that then manifested as hate. I mean, that just seems absurd. So I told him, no, I don't hate him. I don't hate him now. I mean, that's why should I?
How would you say his community treated you? What would you say about
his community?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, do you think like after, like, were they like sending you DMs of like, you're stupid, you're dumb? Like, how did they engage with you afterwards? I'm curious because I can tell you why I'm curious. I'm curious because I have a lot of debates with people I disagree with, and sometimes I'm worried my community is a little too gung-ho, and I'm asking out of interest.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to assess how his quote-unquote community treated me. I mean, obviously I get, tweets and stuff, and I'll also send DMs, but it's sometimes hard to discern if people, engaging me with me antagonistically are from his community or from somewhere else. I mean, who knows?
Sure.
I as best I can discern, the members of his community that went out of their way to interact with me, they were doing so with the intent of being antagonistic, which is fine, I guess. And antagonistic can be substantive, which I welcome, but this was more on the trolling side of the antagonism spectrum. But I mean, it's fine. I get it from all directions, as you might be aware. So I'm not going to get hung up on that. My interest really is again, as hopefully this conversation demonstrates, absurdly long it is, that I do value
talk at the very least.
Well, yeah, I genuinely value having conversations with people that are substantive, and when we have seemingly discrepant viewpoints, because that's how you arrive at. First of all, that's how you sharpen and clarify your own views, but then hopefully also reach additional understanding of the issues at hand. So,
last question: if I took you and Vaush and I put you both in a Big Brother house, how long do you think you could last? Like Big Brother house with all the cameras, and they're like, they have little competitions and stuff. Do you think you guys could last?
Well, I think it's up to him. I mean, he seems to be the one who has this incredibly outsized, aggressive reaction to me.
I think
I don't feel strongly about him one way or another, really. I just see him as someone who invited me to do a stream twice.
Gotcha.
So,
perfect. You have a good one, Michael. Have a nice sleep, okay?
All right.
Rest after tonight's plentiful battle. You have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.